Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see, the #3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will put total leather and we'll get started. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wants to throw. It's Pavia. Caught near the sticks. It's Stowers. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Alexander. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
To the air on first down. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Quarterback making adjustments. And they can't make the connection on third down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. There he goes! And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Plows through the defense. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on third down. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still fourth down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And he's going to bring this one out. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. for this defense is they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll give it to the back. Powers through the defender. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Sayed. Grab near the sticks, it's Jackson. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught behind the line, it's Donaldson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Grab near the marker. It's Tate. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. Got a little space. Turning it on. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the 1st quarter. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. With that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Finds his big tight end. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Commodores in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Offense changing the play. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught close to the marker. It's Alexander. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Offense in the hurry up. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first down. Still running at the 40. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Line gets set. First down. They're going to ride this running back. Showing off the arm. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Trying to run, it's Jackson. Fights off a defender. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you also try to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
And they knocked through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Alexander. Breaks the tackle. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Commodores headed quickly to the line. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be
picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of... something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Stowers. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Takes a hit as he fires. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Commodores will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Man, you know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone of the field, Trace. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Can they catch him? One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Defense might bring the house here. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
That is a touchdown-saving tackle. Good individual effort defensively, because that thing looked like it was 6, but he gets him down at the 1.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. Using his feet, they make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
This quarterback part of their running game. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Commodores want to crank the tempo. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gets away from one, finds room. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Hard running there. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. No huddle offense to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Ohio State. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
He gets a block. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Coleman. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Commodores want to move quickly.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one. Even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country, they're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him. And they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here, Lou.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Richardson. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistent.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Looking for more room. They finally get him down. position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Commodores will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he's not going to take the touchback. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. Makes a move. He's got it out. He's going to get loose. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And man, this isn't the start we talked about, like wanting to start fast. How about this? The defense comes on the field, first possession, gives up points. Palmer, now the offense, it makes a donation to the defense. They got to find a way to build some momentum here.
Yeah, David, it feels like the quarterback is pressing a little bit, too. He watched the opponent go down the field and score, and he's thinking, I'm going to get it all back right away and get us the momentum back. Makes a bad decision. Now you got the interception, and you now doubled.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Commodores are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Pavia. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes a grab for a big play. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? The Commodores can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Commodores trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to barrel in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores. It's a much-needed line for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Out of the end zone. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for space. It's Alexander. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. The Commodores will hustle to the line. They'll try the run. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Pavia. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, looking to pass. Under fire. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation.
Oh, he's got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Pavia. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to adjust the pattern. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. It's in, complete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
That was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second, just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Misses again, it's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's. Jim's still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd...
And he's got it inside the 35. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Commodores want to pick up the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The throw. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Looking to the end zone. Picked off and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. Wide open downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State. Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tate. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. At the 35, he's open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Showing the arm strength to the left. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Taking it the other way. The 40. Then some. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. A cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Test the right side with this one. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught, it's Smith. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to...
Turning it on! He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play thrown.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll leave it with him. And he's not going anywhere to start the night as the home team greets their visitors rather rudely.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on fourth down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here's the handoff. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Going with the ground game left. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. To the air. It's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Tempo and overdrive. A run for the quarterback. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the ground, it's Peoples. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good.
Oh, he's got some space. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He runs through a tackle. And they stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down and short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Motion from the back. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. He's got an open man.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice game, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down? That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Fires on the move. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll try it over the left side. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Coming out with it, it's Burks. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Down. Complete to the right. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half. To the air, it's Mateer. Throwing right. It's complete. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play this half. Caught over the middle. It's Tatum. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he had just enough to will that one home. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Burks. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
A designed run for the quarterback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play four-down football.
There he goes. Past the first down marker and still running. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown Sooners. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Got the first down and more. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Now facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's Sayed. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
The run to the left. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. after getting knocked back to open this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Rams him with the stiff arm. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Fires downfield. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the 3rd quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Looking to scramble. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds space on the right. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Burks. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He's just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism,
turning it on! Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These 2 teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
With the catch, it's Tatum. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Can't get him to the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down. Stop.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Pulls it in. It's Tate. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they just
got enough space. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Burks. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And defensive backs, you think they don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Boom. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy looking because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Burks. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guys, getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D-linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, you know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This defense doing a great job bringing pressure, multiple looks, different guys, back-to-back plays. Now bringing up a 3rd and long. Pressure on the quarterback is coming.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They go to the ground. There he goes. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Makes the catch. And the ubiquitous bubble screen just floats backward for lost yardage.
You need better blocking downfield. I mean, these receivers got to understand, if you're going to play in this offense, it's not good enough just catching the ball. You've got to block for your fellow comrades. Poor job executing at the point of attack.
Finds his man. It's Peoples. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running behind that left side. Shakes off the defender. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He breaks a tackle. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I know there are some people that say no. In your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the first down on 4th and 1.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Sayin. And his throw is incomplete.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and go, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. Back to the ground game on the left. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to keep this drive alive. Thrust that arm out. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
He gets the first down, and I guess, 4th down just means I'm going for it just about every time in nowadays football.
The thing with analytics, David, is that you have to be brave enough to go against what you've always thought, being sound in the kicking game, kick it and play defense.
Yeah, those days are out the window now.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the ground, it's Ott. Turning it on! And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defense...
Flying down the right side. The 10. Touchdown Sooners. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive took no time at all, a couple of plays, and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Drills him with the stiff arm. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the tailback. Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They believe they can run right here. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll try it again. Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Smith. Finding open areas. It's a running one. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Burks. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Power football with the run. Runs through the tackle. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. To the ground with the back. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. The give to the back. Plows through the defense.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
To the ground, he's got it again. Powers through the defender. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field. It's Mateer. Quickly complete. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Tatum. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Now on 2nd down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Got it in the middle. It's Burks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback will keep it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the side.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Running to the left. Shows him the stiff arm. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. He'll try the left side. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws for the tight end. Big fella moving. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half, as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And how about this offense? A big situation on fourth and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And he tacks on the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Coming out with it, it's Burks. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And the point after is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Catch in the middle. It's Tate. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown Sooners! The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about.
Every week, but when we do, all eyes are focused. A top 10 matchup, playoff expectations becoming a storyline, and the stakes are soaring in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Sooners will kick it off to get us underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running to the left. Fights off the defender. He steps out of bounds. couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Fires to the tight end. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They want to run it left here. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. A lot of urgency for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his...
There he goes. Made a defender miss. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense. Great in the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run on the doorstep. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. On second and goal, he gets another chance. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter, and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's first. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. To the right. Oh, better look out! Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just going to keep it after the snap. Pass mistakes him still on his feet. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Sooners want to move quickly. Quarterback keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Brings up second down. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the move. Breaks the tackle. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll test the right side. Hard running there. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Finding an escape route. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He got a step and just dusted the field. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Burks. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got all the room. Wide open answer for Reed. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, take no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Creates a little room. He covered by the defense, and he's off. It's a seam wide open.
And there's so much skill to these returns. As soon as you get the football, man, watch the defensive guys turn into blockers. They're understanding how to follow your blockers, and he did everything right except for getting the end zone. Got it inside the 5-yard line. Now set up the offense for great field position.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through a tackle. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. They'll go right back to the run. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's Smith. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down, got to use their time wisely. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Tate. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. To throw, it's Sayin. That's caught. It's Tate. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. They'll go to the counter. Can't get him to the ground. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Burks. He gets a block. He's got it out. Can they catch him? They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll take it himself. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And that one will give them the lead. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Buckeyes are flying down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
And
he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And he makes the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Burks. Makes a move. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking for room. It's Tatum. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
If you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They want to run this quarterback. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Sooners will hustle to the line. On the move. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, it's picked off. Bringing it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. They'll give it to the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for room, it's Peoples. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He's got the tight end. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch. Run to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
You got to be in shape chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. On third and short, the power run here. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. This is a designed run. Shakes off the defender.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
Coming into this game, you just felt like which team has the ball last may win the game, and it feels like it's coming down to that now. A massive score for the offense. Under 2 minutes to play. The extra point is going to tie it. I can't wait to see how this thing's going to finish up.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. On the run, it's Rodgers. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. The give to the left. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, saying to go for it. They trust their quarterback. he gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
On the snap, it's Smith. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Here he goes breaking the pocket. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. The holder will mark his spot at the 34. A 44-yard attempt, almost certainly for the game. What a disappointment. No good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The give to the right. He breaks a tackle. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Run in the red zone. It's Tatum. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield. It's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The tension, the intensity, the drama, the offense steps to the line on 4th down in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
1st down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. They think there's room to run to the right here. Oh, he's got some space. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball 2nd in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
That's going to do it.